What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and in the wake of Desean Jackson's controversial comments about the Jewish community, we have finally heard an NFL athlete speak out against what he said, but the way he did so was what's worth noting, and how respectable he did it compared to most things we've heard of in recent memory. But first, I wanted to talk about Steven Jackson, former NBA basketball player, who came out to support what Desean Jackson said and is now become embroiled in a controversy of his own. Now, if you don't remember what Desean Jackson said, he posted this to his Instagram. Now, it is a quote that was attributed to Hitler. Again, I do not believe that Hitler said this. No one can prove that he said this. It's just attributed to him. But Desean Jackson thought Hitler said it when he posted it. It talks about white Jewish people specifically, saying that white Jews will extort America. Their plans for world domination won't work if the word for black people know who they were. So that obviously got him a lot of blowback for that. He was forced to apologize, and his apology wasn't, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. It was, well, I didn't mean it that way. Sorry if people think that that I meant it that way, right? One of those kind of apologies. Well, Steven Jackson says the Eagles' Desean Jackson was speaking the truth with his social media post. So I just read a statement the Eagles posted regarding Desean Jackson's comments. He was trying to educate himself, educate people, and he's speaking the truth, right? He's speaking the truth. Y'all know he don't hate nobody, but he's speaking the truth of the facts he knows and trying to educate others. So Steven Jackson made several comments about Desean Jackson's post and was forced himself to have to apologize for this, trying to make it clear that he doesn't hate anybody. He just simply thinks that these people are trying to take over the world. That is what he was saying. Now, I don't really care about any of these athletes' views on the subject, to be quite honest. I think that they should have the ability to believe whatever they want. It really doesn't matter. I'm not going to be taking any type of advice from athletes like that anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. What I find hypocritical is the manner in which all the athletes responded, or should I say, most of them have not responded to this. Not the same way we saw with Drew Brees. We saw everyone dogpiling on Drew Brees, but for this part, most of people have been silent until Julian Edelman, one of the few Jewish people in the NFL, came out and said this. And again, regardless of what you think about Desean Jackson's comments, if you think they're right, if you think they're wrong, I think that this is an interesting way to go about it from Julian Edelman. Instead of dogpiling on the guy, this.
So to that end, Desean, let's do a deal.
Now, I should also mention that the first 2 minutes of this video is essentially Julian Edelman talking about his heritage and, how he became involved in the Jewish community. Then he says this.
How about we go to D.C. and I take you to the Holocaust Museum, and then you take me to the Museum of African American History and Culture. Afterwards, we grab some burgers and we have those uncomfortable conversations. This world needs a little more love, compassion, and empathy. Take care.
There you go. Now, I do think that this was I don't know about a rehearsed statement, but it was definitely a prepared statement. You could see he was reading a couple notes off to the side. But either way, I think that Julian Edelman's way of going about it, hey, why don't we go to the Holocaust Museum? I'll go to the African American Museum. We'll each learn a bit about each other and have a conversation. Instead of what we saw in the Drew Brees scenario with all these athletes just publicly tweeting and bashing on Drew Brees for simply saying that he thinks it's disrespectful to kneel during the national anthem and why he likes to stand. But I just wanted to show the dichotomy of these two different responses. But what do you guys think about this? What do you think about Julian Edelman coming out and finally having an NFL player saying something and addressing Desean Jackson's opinions about the Jewish community? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later.